Hello, everyone. This is Eli Berkovitz back here with Game On Wisconsin, live from Packers training camp. We just finished up, and today was actually a lot more eventful than yesterday was. All the starters were back out on the field, which was great to see. Aaron Rodgers was back out there, and more importantly, a ton of players off the injured list were back out there practicing, including Kevin King, Isaiah McDuffie, the rookie, was back out there. Zadarius Smith continues to progress in his rehab every single day. And just throughout practice, Aaron Rodgers obviously was lighting it up. But Jordan Love also made some very, very nice throws, a lot of perfect touch throws. One play in specific, it must have been a over 45-yard throw to DeAndre Tompkins in tight coverage. Tompkins made a beautiful diving catch, maybe the play of the entire day. And Tompkins overall has been impressing. So I know the wide receiver room is very, very packed right now, but he's definitely someone to keep an eye on. And then on defense, Tavion Ento continues to be making plays, but the new outside linebacker, Chauncey Rivers, was in the backfield just play after play, making a real impact. And he could be an under the radar acquisition during the offseason that could end up making this roster. In terms of wide receiver action, Devin Funchess, he continues to impress, but unfortunately, he did come up limping today a little bit. He saw the head trainer. I don't know his status right now, but he made a terrific one-handed catch today. A few other just solid routes, catches. He's just looking like the professional that we knew he would be. And I'm hoping he can stay healthy and make this roster. And another keynote that I noticed was Josh Myers, rookie center, second round pick. We all know how important that position is going to be for the Packers. And Aaron Rodgers seems to love the kid. Right after the practice ended with the first team, he went up, gave him a big hug, pat on the helmet, and Rodgers is clearly liking his new center, which you know the quarterback and center relationship is obviously very important. So it was good to see that. And on special teams, we actually saw some Josh Jackson and Chandon Sullivan looking at some punt and kick returns, along with Amaya Rodgers and Randall Cobb as always. But I saw today Jackson and Sullivan do it. I don't believe I've seen them do that before. And another player who impressed was Lucas Patrick. There's going to be a ton of competition at the offensive line, and Lucas Patrick is not just going to give up his job that easily. He's been playing well, and I could very easily see him make not just obviously the roster, but end up being a starter along that line. And some fun stuff we saw throughout practice: Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, and Kurt Benkert, along with Kevin King, actually all raced across the field a handful of times. I love my Aaron Rodgers, but unfortunately, he did come in last place, I believe, in all of those races. But he does have about 10 years on all of those players, so you can't blame him. And to end first team drills on a bit of a 2-minute drill, Hail Mary, Aaron Rodgers threw a short pass to Randall Cobb, who lateraled it back to Elton Jenkins, who did not come up with the ball. Obviously, that lateral play didn't work, but it was definitely fun to watch. Kind of just looked like schoolyard football out there. And once again, just this practice going into a game, leading into Saturday's game versus the Texans, I was expecting a much lighter practice, but that was not the case. Guys were going all out today. Adrian Amos, I almost forgot to bring him up. He made probably the play of the day on an interception, running across the field on a deep ball, broke it up, and just overall, down after down, play after play, he's exactly where he's supposed to be. And he's been so impressive. And we know how good he is, but seeing it in person, seeing it so up close, Adrian Amos is a top 5 safety in the NFL, unquestioned, and that's being a bit generous. I mean, he could be even closer to the top 3. Jair Alexander was obviously locked down as usual. And I will say that I think the defensive line may have beaten the offensive line today in terms of the run game. The last 2 practices, I saw some big runs being had, but not today. The defense was stuffing the run pretty easily today, which we know the Packers need a good run defense, adding guys like TJ Slayton. So I was happy to see that. I'm not too worried about the run game. We know how good Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon are. Kylan Hill continues to have a quietly good training camp. And Zach is telling me to get off the stage, and I'm going to do that in a second. But Kylan Hill, it's not that quiet. He's having a damn good camp. He made a terrific one-handed catch today. We could see him out of the backfield in the receiving game a lot more than we thought. And other than that, I'm just excited for Saturday's game. Get to see some of these young guys, get to see Jordan Love in his first real game action. So, again, thank you for tuning in. This is Game On Wisconsin. You can follow us on Twitter at GameOnWI. You can find me on Twitter at BookofEli_NFL. Go Pack Go.